welcome back to more Space Engineers. Hal here, and today we're back at the station. So the Reaper last time didn't end up being anything. He actually went after one of the NPCs and got deleted, like pretty much immediately. Oh, it was actually pretty entertaining. Oh, so anyway, let's talk about what we've gotten done. So this is the approach to the new hangar area. Turn the light back on and maybe you'll be able to see something. Let's see here. There we go. So yeah, as you can see, we've got the emissives in so that we actually have a little bit of an indicator of what's coming on, or what's going on. And so when we're coming in, we can actually see which way we're coming in. Now what I'm going to end up doing is actually building a set of waypoints, so that I'll know where the hangar roughly is. And that way when we jump, if we use the jump drive, it'll put us about somewhere between 1 and 2 kilometers, hopefully facing this thing, or at least on the side of this thing. We'll see how that all plays out. Now on the back side here, we'll peek through the window. We actually have some walls in there. And we actually have... yeah, we're not worried about you guys. You guys can go do what you need to do. But coming in, and we actually have a big open space in here. And like I said, these are basically going to be set up for our utility craft. So this is the same hangar door that we have over on the small side. And so the idea is that... are you really coming over this way again? Alright, that should be interesting. So the idea is that we'll have the small craft coming in here on both sides, and then the hangar down there will actually be for like our kind of our production area. So this will be our storage area, and we're going to put in the blast doors, the blast door blocks in here for the flooring. And I am currently working on getting our systems piped in. So this is actually going to come up and over into this area, so that we'll actually be able to run systems under the floor. And so we'll end up with a couple of docking rings and such in here. And I'm thinking of maybe run 1 or 2 up through the back wall, basically figure out where our middle point is on it, and then have one on either side. So we'll actually have areas for 2, not necessarily large craft, but decent sized small grid ships, you know, or some really small large grid ships. Because I mean, we can build some pretty big systems, because you figure that's 4 blocks of clearance. You can get away with building the smallest grid you can build is 2 blocks tall. I'm trying to think if there's a way to do that. Yeah, so the smallest we'd be able to build and be functional would be about 2 blocks tall. So 3 blocks on average would be good. So we'll end up with some decent storage in here, and like I said, really are just small craft, maybe scouts, some light fighters, that kind of stuff. And then obviously the utility craft. So that's where we are currently, and that's been a lot of iron. If you remember, we had, what, almost 1 million units of refined iron, and I think after processing the scrap, let's see where we are here. Actually, we may end up, we might have a decent amount. Yeah, so we're down to 118K. You go that way, you go that way. There we go. And then you guys will go in there. Go ahead and empty some of this stuff out. I mean, this is all just from salvage. I really haven't gone out mining anything like stone or iron. So we're with our salvage operations, we're actually able to keep running without very minor amounts of actual new mining. Mainly for things like the magnesium, which I still need to go get. Heavy Corvette. Are you actually... I mean, you're getting closer, but you're kind of flying past us. So I'm going to assume you're going to miss us. Alright, so anyway, let's talk about the rest of the upgrades that we've done. Nothing really back here has changed. I think I showed you the stairs when I put those in. We have a bit of a stair system here that gets you down into the two reactors here, which I'm going to probably leave those there just because. But I do want to show you what else we've been working on, because we've been working on quite a bit. And some of this was done previously. Nothing in here has really changed. Wow, we're using a good percentage of our power, it looks like. Of course, I do have those scaled, so that might just be because of the scale set I'm using. Still haven't replaced this. I need to put the power display output chart back in. Anybody closing in on us? You're kind of closing in, but you're not hostile, so I'm not worried about you. But we now have an actual reactor room with 4 reactors in it. So now the asteroid base has 6 large reactors. And I don't know if all of them have fuel. I should. We're just going to look at the 6 here. So a couple of them don't. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. And what I want to do is grab... let's go 200 off of that. And we're going to grab another 200 for here. And then for here, we're going to grab 200. And then let's do 100. And we'll do 175, sure. And drop 50 down. Now, these guys are for the, what is it that some of you started calling it? The Battle Dorito? And so what we're going to do is I need to actually, you know what? I think what we're going to do is, let's go large reactors. We're going to grab all of them. I'm going to do... cargo. And what we're going to do in here is we're going to say reactor. All of you guys there. Worship reactor. So if we grab both of those, we're going to take the conveyor system off. And I am going to just scroll down here. Since everybody is online, we have a small reactor that has fuel on it, so I'm not too worried. Now that's going to scatter the 3.5-ish K of uranium evenly across all of our stuff, except for you for some reason. How the hell do you keep getting so much? That's the piggy reactor, man. Alright. So anyway, that gets us everybody powered up, which is going to be good. I actually need to go mine some more uranium. We're going to come out this way. And as you can tell, now that we have everything powered up, our shield is powering up a little bit more. And I went ahead and dug this out because we've got... you're done. What do you need? You need 1 metal grid, really? That's hilarious. So we've gone ahead and increased the number of cargo containers on this grid. So we now have 4 large cargo containers. You know what? Just give me 10 and see if that's enough. We'll see if this gets it. Hey, look at that. So yes, now we have 4 actually connected cargo. So these 3 are connected to each other, and then that 4th one is connected to this one. So it does all work, at least in theory. And it looks like we were able to avoid the Gladius, which is good. Alright, which is where we are with the base currently. So now we're going to talk about future plans. So I need to build a couple of ships. Well, I need to build one, and I want to build another. And we actually have some decoration. Now, I've just built the majority of 2 hangars, and we have the 3rd hangar here. And all of them are roughly the same height area. Actually, no, you're only 2 blocks, right? So you're only 2 blocks, so the new one is twice that. So yeah, we'll actually be able to build a pretty good vehicle off of that. What I want to build, you are not anywhere near us fighting, I hope. And there's a bunch of something down there fighting. Alright, so what I'm thinking is I want to build something, some lights out here, that will be a construction craft. And I want it to be something that
will be low.
I'm trying to figure out if I want to have production facilities on it. So a couple of assemblers and maybe a refinery. I'm not sure yet on that. So I'm trying to figure out a good design for that. The other thing I want to do is I need to get an actual shipyard in place. Because right now we just have a bunch of small storage areas. Get you tied in. Really quick. Hopefully. Come on, a little bit more. Yeah, there's a bunch of people just like beating the crap out of each other. As long as it's not me. Or I should say, as long as they're not targeting me, I'm fine with it. They can do what they need to do. Alright, so let's grab some plates. Actually need to get this stuff out my inventory. And we're gonna grab 500, I think. Grab 100 of those just because. Oh, actually, we already had those, so that. Alright, so that should, in theory, give me enough for now. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna go figure out our spacing for the hangar floors, and I do want to go ahead and get some lights in out here, which means I need some construction components, I believe. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get some lights out here so we can stop having lights appearing and disappearing for us, yeah. How do I want to do this? Yeah, you guys can declare whatever you want to be off limits, that's fine. Don't expect me to pay attention to you though. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So if we do 3, so it's 18, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's actually a good number there. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we want that to go out. 3, 4, 5. 6, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6. And that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Awesome. Okay, my basic math has not failed me yet. That panel. You we do not want to see in here, and we do not want to see in here. You two, though. We want you guys. Let's go 15 meters. Actually, I'm going to 3 meters for that, and 2.5. Not too bad. I'll probably end up putting like something back here on the back wall as well. But I did want to get at least some lighting down in here. Actually, you want blast doors. Let's put you there instead. I'll grab conveyors because I don't know where I'm going to put these yet. But you never know when we're going to need them, so just to let's see here. Oh, nice. All right, so let's go. You're not going to show us that texture, but you will show us that one. All right. Yes. Yes, you do. Okay. All right, so we said it's 18. So if we do that as 2 9s, basically we'll have a connector under that light. That's 3, 4. So that means there's going to be a connector here. And I mean, I could do it where we split it, where we end up with 3. So let's go ahead and get all you guys in first. Alright, so if we do it every third on 18, that means we need it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be. Okay, did I fill that in inadvertently? I think I filled that in inadvertently. Okay. So if I want every third, I want to split that to 3s. So we do that. I'm hearing things smack around. I don't like hearing things smack around out here. Let's check, make sure nothing was destroyed. I'm not seeing any debris, but with the Bob out here, if we had debris, we wouldn't know until, you know, everything was said and done. But I'm not seeing any damages here per se. So that means we're probably okay. All right. Anyway. So if we're doing that, then it'll be 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do the same from that side. So it's in line with this. 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thereabouts. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, close enough. It's an even number here, so it's a little harder to get it all to work out the way we quite want it, but that's fun. Now, one of the benefits of using these guys over the heavy armor blocks is that there's no grids. It's all plate. And we also have a slightly reduced profile on them. And you guys are back that way. And just because I don't want to forget, those are actually intentional. We're going to put those right there. Now I am eventually going to sink those into the ground, so we'll end up with some blocks down here. And I probably should go ahead and do that, just say. One there, and one there? Yeah. Which is going to be expensive, but that's okay. The idea is that this will eventually be sealed down here so that we'll be able to make the hangars airtight if we need to. But for now, why are you stealing my blocks here? Don't steal my blocks. Or did I just miss that block? I may have missed that block. I don't think I did, but well, it's possible. Wondering if we had a hostile ship come by with a bomb and it just stripped it out there when we weren't looking. All right. And then, like I said, for the lower area, this area is probably going to be the utility craft area where we'll have our mining ships docking up. I don't know if I'm going to leave this here as the door, because I'm going to have to put a gantry on this whole thing, which will eventually get down to, you know, somehow get down there. But I think that'll work for now, at least. Make sure it doesn't look like there's anybody hostile in the immediate area, which is good. And then we need to do something about, so if we have that, I don't know, let's try setting those light panels to 20 meters and see if that's a little better. Because I may actually put lights down here to potentially pass through the things, through the walls. Light panels, thank you. I guess I should go ahead and call these panels. Alright, of course, I just went through all of that with there we go. Take you out to 20 meters. Let's see if that's looking a little better for lighting. Yeah, doesn't work. And then we'll repeat that on the upper. And then what I'll do is I'll probably put one over here-ish, like every 3. So if we did 1, 2. That would be 18 down to 16, and then so put one on the 5th block on both sides, and that should work. Alright, so we'll figure that out later, but that's basically what we're going to do. And I think for the upper hangar, what we're going to do is, I don't know if we're going to do the inverse of this, where we'll have the conveyors into the ceiling. Maybe we'll just go ahead and do what we have here. We'll put them in the floor again, and then we'll have one, what did we say? It's 2 blocks of 9, so if we do 2 blocks of 9, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3. Let's go here with it, I think. And for that, we'll just go ahead and sink you straight in. And we're going to do the same from this side. Two, 3, 4, 5. All right. I think that's about as even as we're going to get them. And then, like I said, basically that allows us to have something that's a little bit bigger that isn't necessarily tied to a bottom connector. It just gives us a little bit more flexibility. And we'll do, yeah, I think we'll do probably the same up in this upper hangar. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and call this one here. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Next time when we come back, hopefully the hangars will be done and we can start working on the ship build. That's kind of what I want to do is for between now and Friday is get the resources together, see if we can get things situated and get everything updated. And hopefully get a good ship building going on, because like I said, there's 2 ships I want to build. One of them is going to be the construction craft. Which, well, let's look at Bob. Do we really need one? But I do want to have something that I can take into the atmosphere so that we can start working on a planet-side base so that we can worry about the next big ship build, which is going to be the transport ship to get stuff from planet-side up to here. But before that, we have to finish this base, which means I have to have an area where we can have the transport coming in and docking. And then we have to get down to the planet, build the station down there to gather the resources. We have to have a way of gathering resources, and then we have to build the ship to get them back up here. So we've got a bit to do. And we're going to get a little bit closer, hopefully, on Friday. But for now, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you all have a fantastic day. You know the routine. And we will see you back here on Friday for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody.